Why is there still stigma around breastfeeding in public when it's a natural and essential act for a mother and her child? Hi/you/jealous-upstairs-146. We noticed you are a pretty new Reddit account, so we just wanted to let you know to check out the subreddit rules here. https://www.reddit.com/r/no-stupid-questions/wiki/rules and maybe have a read through our frequently asked questions. https://www.reddit.com/r/no-stupid-questions/wiki/index/faq. They make for fascinating reading. We're called No Stupid Questions because we believe nobody needs to be attacked for asking a question, but asterisk that doesn't mean there are no rules. Asterisk this sub is meant for users like you to ask genuine questions. Please don't ask jokes or rants disguised as questions. That's not in the spirit of this sub. While you can ask almost anything here, please keep illegal and offensive questions elsewhere to give people a good experience here, and if you have a medical question, please ask your doctor, not us. Otherwise, welcome. I am a bot, and this action was performed automatically. Please, contact the moderators of this subreddit. /message/compose/question2=r/no-stupid-questions if you have any questions or concerns. Asterisk. Because society has a stigma around exposed breasts. The amount of people comparing breastfeeding to public defecation and public masturbation is not only astounding but deeply depressing. Okay, actually though, it's a way to control the freedom and movements of women. Pre-bottle feeding and breast pumping days, women were the only ones who could feed their child. If you prevent women from being able to feed their children in public, you significantly hinder women from being in public. Lots of things are natural, that doesn't make them automatically accepted, especially in society with hang-ups about sex and the human body. Because we have sexualized women's bodies to the point that nearly everything women do can be seen sexually. And puritanical values have given us weird hang-ups on nudity and the body. This is predominantly only a stigma in the US and some European countries, where rates of breastfeeding are low and people don't see it very often. I think the issue largely stems from the objectification and sexualization of women's bodies. People are unable to move on from the idea that breasts equals sexy and, specifically, breasts equals therefore the enjoyment of men. They therefore see breastfeeding as something immodest or inappropriate. If people are able to engage their brains a bit, reject the social conditioning they've received and approach the issue logically, they are usually able to move past their hang-ups and see breastfeeding for what it is, which is literally just feeding a baby. Nothing sexual, weird or inappropriate about it. Sadly, too many people are unable to apply their own brains to the issue and just blindly accept the social conditioning they receive, but it is getting better and the weirdos who can't cope with it are becoming rarer. Because some men can't control themselves around boobies, and some women blame the woman with boobs instead of their husband. There is a significant overlap between this group and hardcore self-professed Christians, despite following Christ who said that men should pluck out their own eyes if they're overcome with lust. I am a woman who does not have any kids. This is my best guess. Breasts have been sexualized more than anything else. They are there for enjoyment. If there is someone else, a baby or another person, they become gross to the person that wants to enjoy them. Therefore, how dare you take away their right to enjoy your body without your consent? You brought a child into their sexual thoughts about your body? How absolutely dare you? It's just gross any way you look at it. Not breastfeeding, that's natural and wonderful. The way that our bodies are seen and understood by other people is gross. My wife breastfeeds in public regularly. She's never heard a single comment or even gotten looks besides from some teenage boys. This whole claim of stigma on Reddit is internet BS. To clarify, I'm sure there are and will always be assholes who will think it's inappropriate, but they are few and far in between. Because some people have very weird ideas about a piece of anatomy that's meant to feed babies. Just look at all the weirdos who equate it to whipping their dicks out, or worse. Our society has built up rights to be sexual objects, so many people see it as such. There's not as much as even 10 years ago. Millennial moms have swung it back to being okay. If anyone has a poor opinion of it, you can ignore that person. I can't believe there are so many comments arguing that public breastfeeding is akin to pissing or shitting. Jesus Christ, people, have you ever been driven out of a room because of the smell of breast milk? Do you think flies and rodents will gather around the drop of breast milk? Because society still hates women, on the whole. Sexism, it's a reminder that we're biological organisms, which is inconvenient to our consumeristic ideas of ourselves. Men hate women and want to control them. BC apparently my entire body is a sexual object. Showing ankles, shoulder, leg, ass, feet, teeth, back, ass is somehow sexual for guys. And showing cleavage or a nip? And no, it's not only the cis guys. I get comments from old folks too. Women's breasts have been sexualized. This includes the sexualization of breastfeeding. Why is wearing a bikini somehow different from being naked? It's perception. On one hand, most natural things, peeing, pooping, burping, yawning, farting, etc., are considered nasty if not controlled. On the other, boobs equals sex for men. And you can always make it women's fault that they make men feel in a certain way. I think women should be able to not only breastfeed, but also walk around topless, without being harassed. But I'd also like a world where men get to suffer from childbirth, so I'm far off.